Hey guys, welcome along to this review. Today I am looking at an SEO tool, a search engine optimization tool, which will give you some very interesting information about your positioning within the search engines, and it will allow you to do a whole audit of your website. Now, before we start, two very important things. Make sure that you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And the third thing is, if you have any questions as I'm going through the video, please do leave a comment below and I will get back to you with the answer. Of course, there is a link for you to pick this up if you so wish. You can use my link. I would really appreciate it. So let's talk search engine optimization. One of the first things that we need to be aware of is if you want to rank highly for a keyword like business services, it's not going to happen. Why? Because there are sites that have been there for years and years and years that have a lot more leverage than you do. So you need to look at longer tail keywords. So when I'm doing my review videos, I always put in something like SiteChecker Pro honest review, SiteChecker Pro demo, SiteChecker Pro walkthrough, and that should make it easier to rank. It's what we call a long tail keywords. So if you had a business and you wanted like a steak restaurant, you would need to think of other keywords that people may search for rather than steak restaurant. So maybe steak restaurant Barcelona. What about niching that down to steak restaurant in a certain neighborhood of Barcelona? That makes it a lot easier. Now, if anybody tells you, for example, I can rank your company name #1 on Google, laugh at them and walk away. Because of course, that's very simple. If you have a company name, which is the Little Steakhouse, and you have the littlesteakhouse.com registered, of course you're going to rank highly for that, but people are probably not going to look for your restaurant name. They may, but you don't need anybody to actually do any SEO for you. You will eventually rank high for that particular keyword. But let's go over to SiteChecker Pro and have a look exactly at what it does. Now, I've just blurred out the information that I have here because this is one that I'm working on with a client. So I'm going to put in my URL here, Internet Business Demystified. I go to continue. I say site audit. I'm just going to leave everything as it is. I go to next. I wanted to monitor every 12 hours, okay, to give me my rankings. I click on next. If I want to integrate, I can integrate with Google Analytics. I can integrate with Google Search Console. For the moment, I'll say no to that. And then I put in the search engine. So I want to check everything on google.com, but I can actually go for local search engines if I want. I want the language set to English. This is all very important. And I can set device as desktop or mobile. Now I want to put in some keywords. So let me just pause the video there while I put in some keywords. So we're back, and here are just a couple of things that I've actually put in from my website of recent reviews that I've done. I've no idea how these are going to rank. So then what I can also do is I can say suggest keywords. So I can add all of these: thumbnail blaster, plr.me reviews. Now what this is doing here is this is finding different items that I have actually in my website, or different keywords from my website. And it is actually then finding those keywords, and it's telling me that I can actually add these. So actually, I'm just going to put add all, would be a lot quicker. Now I go to finish, and what that's going to do is that is going to go and it's going to start running reports for me. So you'll see that it'll start running a report here, and then it will come back with lots and lots of information regarding pages that it may detect that it needs to, that I need to fix items on, etc. So this is the first part of the review. Obviously a very important part, because what you want to make sure is that you set everything up correctly, you know your keywords, etc. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to come back to you in a couple of hours after this is run, and I'm going to show you what type of information comes up. Okay? Any questions, as I say, let me know, and I will see you in a little while. So we're back. The report has been run. I get 82 out of 100, and if I see how that is calculated, it tells me how that web score is calculated. Okay? website score, one-page score, cost of specific critical errors. So this has come up and it's shown me that I have 6 critical errors, 318 warnings, and 791 notices. Now, some of these things we don't have to worry about too much. Let me see critical errors. Title duplicates 2 pages, and the 4 pages that have a 400 error. So these are these pages here. Just by clicking on 4xx client errors, I can find out what that is and decide whether I want to fix it. Then I have some warnings, and these warnings are, for example, I'm missing alt text on 13 pages. There's no outgoing links on this particular page. Twitter card incomplete. I'm not too worried about that. Open graph. These are things that I could all work on. But what I really want to see here is the rank tracking to see how well my keywords are ranked. So if I just click here and I go down, I will see the volume of searches, which is really important because if nobody is searching for these items, there's no point in actually being ranked. So there's 300 people, or 590 people a month searching for plr.me. I'm ranked number 13 there. Thumbnail Blaster, it says 320, but I don't have a rank. plr.me review, 170. I have 7. I'm ranked number 7 here. And then you can go on and you can see all of the keywords here. And you can see how many searches are actually done there. And it goes down and down and down. So if nobody's searching for some of these keywords, there's no point in really trying to push the SEO any further there. So you can see all of the rankings there. Now, what this is going to do is every single day, it will come back and it will give me a ranking report here of if I've moved up, if I've moved down. And it's very interesting to see because sometimes what happens is you move up and down for no apparent reason. You haven't done anything else. I can go back here to the site audit and that just brings me up to that page. Now, what I can also do is I could add backlinks I want to track. I could go back into my dashboard and I could connect up my Search Console to activate this dashboard. So this is very useful for getting, as it says, handy visuals here, etc. So SiteChecker, and this is just my initial review, is a very capable tool. It is very, very useful because we need to keep an eye on our rankings. We want to check search volumes. And you can do this all from inside this particular tool. Now, of course, one very important thing is how much does this actually cost? Well, you'll see here that the basic is $19 a month for 3 websites and 1,500 URLs, which is plenty, and 150 keywords per account. Now, the way you could use this is that you could run this as a service for your clients so that you could say, I will give you an SEO report every single month for $60. And if you have 3 clients, that's $180. You've now made a tidy profit there. If you wanted 5 sites, $30. If you wanted 10 sites, $69. So this could be, if you were in digital marketing, if you had an agency, this could definitely be something that you could add because what you get is unlimited traffic checker for search engines, ranking checks, etc. Branded PDF reports, generate and download unlimited white label PDF reports. That's really important because you can brand it as your own. There are other tools out there, but this one is that it's a nice interface, it's quick, and I have found that it works really, really well. So I do think if you're looking for an SEO tool, I think this one works well. I will give a longer term review in a week. I'll come back and I'll show you the reports that I've got and more information. Let me know if you have any comments, any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer them as best I can. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Oh, and very important, there is a link if you want to pick this up. I have a link in the description. All right, I'll talk to you in the next video.